Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy MidPokeMaster here today with the BBL Season 6 Week 3 Team Builder and Battle against D. Willie, Coach of the Lockdown Lombre. So, before we get any further, don't forget to like and subscribe and click that bell in the top right corner if you want a notification whenever I upload. Around 60% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed, so make sure to hit subscribe. It's free. And if you don't enjoy my content later on, you can always hit the unsub button. So, just subscribing shows, a lot of support, and it shows that you want to see me keep creating content. So, D. Willie is somebody that I have fought once before back in the IBLD League. That was almost 2 years ago at this point. And it's cool to see him getting back into Draft League mods. He's super chill, literally one of the nicest dudes in the community. So, I'm super excited to battle him. Last time, I believe we got a dub against him. I really don't remember the battle at all. I just remember playing him in IBLD League. I kind of want to go look now. I probably should have done this beforehand, but as I said before, he's literally one of the nicest dudes, one of the easiest dudes to schedule with. So that was super nice. So yeah, so I feel like I have a pretty good matchup in all honesty. So yeah, so his team consists of Zamazenta, Landorus Eye, Sheer Force, Tapu Lele, Skarmory, Incineroar, Araquanid, Gudra, Serena, Poltegeist, Jolteon, and Thweevil. So Zamazenta, not a real Uber. That's just kind of the meme that goes around in BBL. But he also has a Lando Eye, so he's just saying Hex Steel types. But he has Tapu Lele, which you're forced to ring your Steel type for, because otherwise you just auto lose. So, oh yeah, I'm looking at the battle now, and I did win. But yeah, because it was the week I picked up Celesteela, and it just carried me on its back. So that's pretty fire. So yeah, so as you can see, I'm bringing Max Attack, Max Speed, Jolly, RAYQUAZA, Dragon Dance, Dragon Ascent, Fire Blast, Earthquake, just to speed tie the Tapu Lele, Max Attack just to get as much damage as possible. Dragon Ascent and Earthquake hit everything on this team for super hard damage, except for the Skarmory, which I have Fire Blast Sword, just because Fire Blast 2 shots any Fizz Def sort of Skarmory, and if it's Spit F, if any sort of chip, makes it get 2 shots. So, and I have a very good Skarmory check in Rotom Wash. So, this one, if I can just get one DD up and I win a sweet tie against a Scarf Leylight, I honestly just win this game. Next up, physically defensive Rotom Wash, Volt Switch, Defog, Hydro Pump, Will-O-Wisp, just physically defensive. It's here to be like a semi-check to Zamazenta. It walls Landorus Eye, it walls Skarmory. It can beat Incineroar, beats Araquanid. So this mon just will get whittled down very easily. But it can just deal with what it needs to. It can Volt Switch around, hit Hydro Pumps, and it just defog away hazards, whether if it's Skarmory Spike stacking us or Sticky Web Araquanid. Next up, especially defensive Registeel with the leftovers, Stealth Rock, Thunder Wave, Iron Head, Toxic. Rocks are just always really useful, especially just because I need chip on a lot of mons, and to see if he's like boots Incineroar or boots Araquanid, just so I can figure out what kind of sets he is, and just to make it that much easier for a +1 RAYQUAZA to sweep. So, just Thunder Wave and Toxic, Toxic like the Araquanid and Gudra, and then Thunder Wave like Zamazenta, if I can get it on the switch in, or I click it on the Tapu Lele. So this mon is just here to be a defensive mon for that Tapu Lele, because otherwise I don't have a Dark type on this team. I didn't realize that until this week, so he can bring Choice Spec Psychic and just claim a kill every time he comes in because I don't have a Dark type. So next up, I have Life Orb, Libero, Cinderace, Max Attack, basically max speed them with the rest in HP, Powerball, High Jump Kick, U-turns, and Headbutt. He just doesn't have a switch in for. His best switch in is Araquanid, but I could have either been Bounce, but Psychic Terrain, Zen Headbutts do a lot to that Araquanid, and I don't. With this mon, you don't really have to make the prediction. You can just click whichever moves the safest, and no mon can really switch in. So this mon just beats down his team. His only switching or pivot is the Araquanid and Incineroar. but I have ways of hitting both of those mons, whether it be high jump kickers and headbutt, and I can always just U-turn out, get a lot of damage off on something, you know, weaken it down for the RAYQUAZA. So Cinderace is really just here to try to break through walls. Next up, I have Light Orb Mienshao, Regenerator, Close Combat Knockoff Stun Edge U-turn, Max Attack Adamant, 228 Jolly Speed with the rest in HP. This is the last game for us. After this week, I will no longer have Mienshao, and I will have Grimmsnarl over it. I want a more bulky fairy, but I still like the speed and webs that Ribami gives me. In Mienshao, I just felt like just the same exact job as Cinderace, like I said in my draft analysis, so I dropped it for Grimmsnarl, just something I'm more comfortable with. I like the dual screens. You know, it just pairs really well with RAYQUAZA, which wants to set up and win every week. So, yeah, so after this week, Mienshao's going to be gone, and we're going to have Grimmsnarl. But this week, Mienshao is really going to have to show up for us. Life Orb Regenerator, Close Combat, Knockoff, Stun Edge U-turn. His switch in Tapu Lele, but that does only take a knockoff. Could be scared of a Poison Jab. And I can always just U-turn out on so many mons, but this mon also just breaks through his entire team and whittles mons down for the RAYQUAZA. And then finally, I have a physically defensive Nidoqueen, literally just here for Zamazenta. Thunderbolt, Toxic Spikes, Earth Power, Sludge Wave. He really doesn't have a great switch in for it, and like his best switch in is Goodra and Araquanid. Both of those can get weakened fairly easy, so this one's literally here for Zamazenta because I don't have the greatest fighting resist. So yeah, thank you all for watching the team builder, and I'll see you all in the battle. And we are here with the battle. So let's see what 6 he brings. So we get everything right. No Lando, and has Serena and no Araquanid. So and no Araquanid, he has Jolteon. So Serena at least makes sense. Jolteon's kind of concerning. Well, not concerning, just confusing. So he has... I can't remember what the first one's called. Zamazenta. What's going to be my lead? Probably Mienshao. So Jolteon, Serena, Incineroar, Skarmory, and Tapu Lele. So I'm just going to lead Mienshao. It's kind of like my most least useful member, but like if I get against the right lead, it can do good. So we told each other good luck, have fun in DMs. And since he said good luck back, this dude is awesome. And I don't know if I said this in my team member because I haven't recorded it yet, but I did fight this dude in the IBLD League way back in the day. So it's cool to see him getting back into Mons because he hasn't done much Gen 8 content. But it's cool to see this dude again. So let's see how this battle goes. So he's going to lead Tapu Lele. So that's hard switch out into my Registeel. And we're going to see the Psychic Surge, of course. But, like, I just hard switch here. This could show that I'm not Choice Scarf. But I'm fine with that. I have no reason to risk this. Like, Mienshao doesn't KO this thing at all, so there's no reason for me to ever stay in. I could have brought, like, Poison Jab over U-turn, but I'm fine. And I actually messed up on this. He doesn't have Lando. He actually has... What mon did I take off? I actually took off Tapu Lele. So you click Psyshock. That's going to do 187 to 160. So that did 27. So that's not choice specs. Let me get it back onto here. I feel dumb for messing that up now. But at least I caught this. But like he has easy switching to lots of mons. So I'm going to set up Stealth Rocks. So he's gonna hard switch out Incineroar. That's fine. These rocks are pretty useful. Let's do to see if this thing's boots. And I'm just gonna go hard out into my Rotom Wash. It's just kind of here to, you know, generally deal with this thing. Like, you can always U-turn, but I'm not too worried about that. We see the Intimidate. I just need to calm down a little bit. I'm a little high strung right now just from, you know, doing things before the battle, so this is like a pretty good mod for us to set up on with our RAYQUAZA. But I'm gonna go hard down to Rotom Wash. And we'll see if he clicks like knock off or U-turn. So he clicks knock, and this does 157 to 112. So that did 45. Is that like offensive, or is that like no investment? That's no investment. I'm just going to click Volt Switch here. Because like his one way of stopping that is Jolteon. And I have a Nidoqueen. That hardwalls it. And like he can stay in and like he can chew a Hydra. Like it only does like it does 50%. But why would he risk that? Like when he has a Serena. I guess I could have also Willowed. So he's faster than Rotom. Interesting. Faster than Rotom. Parting Shot. So I'm at -1 special attack, -1 attack. That's actually very interesting. I kind of hope he goes Serena here. So I can get Incendiaries and just claim a kill. So he's actually going to Jolteon, that's fair. He's gonna take rocks. But he's actually gonna go back to full because Volt Absorb. I have no reason not to go Nidoqueen. Like, the only way this mon does damage to me is if he's Choice Specs Hyper Voice. But then if I see these Choice Specs, I can just go out into, like, Registeel and claim it, you know, start toxicking things. Like, it just doesn't touch Registeel. And he can always make a double into, like, Tapu Lele, but it's, like, good for you? Like, I have a Registeel that choose any hit. It just comes down to who can get the doubles right. So he's gonna make a double here. Into Tapu Lele, yeah. I should have seen that coming. But this one's gonna take Stealth Rock damage. And Psychic Terrain is gone. So does that mean I get to live a hit? I actually do live a Psychic, but I don't kill back. So I'm just gonna go into Registeel. They're probably gonna double out. Probably into an Incineroar. They're not. If click Side Shock, this just isn't gonna do anything to me. For a second I thought that did more than the original Psyshock. So I'm just gonna go out into my Mienshao here. It's like I can't talk for some reason. Like I get this in. There's no way he clicks Psyshock again here. And if he does, Mienshao is like my least useful member. He's really thinking about this play. So, I just really want to get Cinderace in, but, like, would that have 2 KO'd my Cinderace He clicked Psyshock again. So yeah, he's gonna go back into Incineroar, that's what I wanted. And we're gonna see he's heavy duty boots. And do I have any reason not to click close combat? I mean, I guess knockoff. No, close combat. Knockoff is good no matter what, because even if he stays in, he's going to lose his boots. Like, that's a no drawback play. So he's going to go out into Skarmory. So it's going to go down to 88. And then around to 60. And it was Rocky Helmet. So I did like 28%. So was Rocky Helmet. I'm just going to U-turn out into Rotom. So he can stay in and click like Stealth Rock, Defog, whatever he wants. But I have Rotom that comes in, and I can get a free Will-O-Wisp off. And since I'm Regenerator, this amount of damage I just took, I'm going to be at 92. I'm going to get almost all that back from the Regenerator. See, I'm missing 4. So I'm going to go out into Rotom. And what's he gonna click? Looks Toxic. But now his like main check to my what's it called? His main check to my Rayquaza is gone. Not gone, but like it's in the position I need it to be. So I can. Because now it dies to Fire Blast, it was physically defensive. But I clicked Willow there, it's no drawback. Like, if he goes Jolteon, that at least gets burned. Okay, so this is going to stay in and get burned, that's fine. And you click Stealth Rock. Hydro does 49 to 59. That'll at least be in range after... What's it called? After burn? And like, if he goes Serena... Okay. He goes down into Jolteon. So that's going to go down to 88. And this is going to take this Hydro. So you're at... So you have leftovers. So you're at 51. I have Nidoqueen again. But now I just need to be a little bit more careful about my Rayquaza. And sorry about lag out at all. I keep getting like little encoding errors. So, just gotta be a... You know, the video might be just a little laggy. So they're going to stay in here. They're going to click Shadow Ball. This isn't doing anything. Yeah, that did 158 to 143. I kind of want to get my Toxic Spikes up. But I mean, I guess it doesn't matter if they're... I'm just going to click Sludge Wave. Actually, that doesn't kill, so I'm going to click Earth Power. I don't think they stay in here, but it's like at least I get damage off on everything besides Skarmory. But I Thunderbolt that the next turn. and most likely kill that. Yeah, I do 53 to 63 to Skarmory, so after rocks, I think that mon's gone. So they're gonna switch out into Skarmory, yeah. Yeah, this mon's definitely gone. Which is great for my RAYQUAZA. Like, you can pivot back out into Jolteon, but at that point you're just letting me get more chip off. So like, unless if you have speed, you're dead, but then I can Earth Power as you boost. Nope, so Skarmory is dead. So Nidoqueen kills Skarmory. But that doesn't mean they get to go back out into Tapu Lele. Like this one can stand on everything besides Tapu Lele. So they're going to go down to 76. Which, you know, is nice to get all this damage off on everything. Just, you know, because it gives me that little bit of extra chip on... I don't want to stand. Almost click stay in. But now that Rotom's pretty weakened, that makes Incineroar a bigger threat, but Rayquaza is able to deal with that pretty easily. Like, I can set up on it, like, he can parting shot me, but who cares? You can try to Will-O-Wisp me, but I have the Lumberry. So they're going to stay in again. Tapu Lele. And they click Side Shock again. This one is getting pretty weakened. That was a crit. Not entirely gonna matter. I kind of want to Thunder Wave. I'm just gonna go into Rotom here. No. I'm going to Thunder Wave whatever comes in. Like if it's Jolteon, okay. They're going to Zamazenta. That is huge. Please let me get this paralysis off. That's what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted. So Zamazenta, if it's like, you know, I'm just gonna calc max attack. You know, max speed and paralyzed. Does Nidoqueen outspeed? It doesn't, but obviously if it's not max attack, it will. But I'm just gonna go into Nidoqueen here because like it's here to check this thing somewhat. Like Sludge Wave just 30 to 35%, and he doesn't have a resist at this point, and he gets paralyzed. So I'm just gonna click Sludge Wave. That has a 95% chance at 3 KO. But you know, obviously if they're any sort of bulk, they have a chance to live. So Ice Fang, 179 to 119. It's 78. So they have more bulk than I expected. But like this month's here to kind of check this. And it means I can't set up on this thing like I wanted to with Rayquaza. I did not know I got Ice Fang. How? Interesting. But I'm not too worried about that. So I have multiple ways of dealing with this thing offensively. Now that it's paralyzed. And my headphones just died, so I'm going to plug them up to the side view. Because I see a weird cable across the screen now. But like, Ice Fang at +1 to Nidoqueen only does 45 to 53. So I'm just gonna plug this in. Just like, let me get a damage roll here. Nope. So it looks like this mon's gonna kill me. Just get paralyzed here, or miss. That'd be awesome. Because I need that extra diff. Nope, it's gonna kill me. Zamazenta kills Nidoqueen. But now I just go out into Mienshao, and I get a free close combat off. Have I seen this thing's item? I'm just going to knock off here. There's no reason for me not to. Crit did not matter, so Mienshao kills Zamazenta. Like, I just need to make sure Jolteon doesn't get out of hand. It gets pretty free Volt Switches now. But if I can get my Dragon Dance up on the Incineroar, my RAYQUAZA wins. I just need a little bit of chip damage on it. I mean, how much does he do to me if he's, you know, like, no attack investment? I only do 68 to 81 with Earthquake, but he doesn't 2 KO me. He's gonna go back out into Tapu Lele. So they're at 64%. And my opponent's really running down on time. Do I have Psycho Punch and Cinderace? I do not. So they're actually gonna make the pivot out to Serena. That's fine. Like, Reggie still kind of deals with this thing. Outside of, like, high jump kick. And we're gonna see leftovers. RAYQUAZA can also set up on this thing if it's not... What's it called? I can't think of what its move's called. Triple Axle. But I'm just going to Thunder Wave here. I have lots of things that set up on this thing offensively. It's just going to get rid of the Stealth Rocks, which is fine. But it's going to get back to 100%. Like, I can just set up rocks on this thing's face again. I mean, I guess it wasn't really doing it to get rid of rocks. It was more so to get the speed boost. How much does it do to Mienshao? I'm kind of forced to stay in and click Iron Head. Clicks U-turn. That would have been perfect if I set up my Stealth Rocks again. That would have been honestly perfect. I just need to get a Thunder Wave off on the Tapu Lele, and then Cinderace also just wins. This one's about to take its first round of chip damage. That actually did a decent chunk. So I'm going to go out into Rotom Wash. So I just sack Rotom Wash here. It's pretty useless. Of course I'm gonna take rocks. Clicks Drain Punch. Drain Punch. And I'm just going to click Defog, like, hope he clicks Parting Shot. Hope he forgets he's faster. Nope. Incineroar kills Rotomosh. But now I go into Rayquaza. This thing's hasn't intimidated me. That's all I care about. Because I've not been intimidated, so I do kill. Once I get to +1. Because they can out-willow me. We've seen Knock Off, Parting Shot, Drain Punch. So I'm going to Dragon Dance up here. I don't believe there's any downside to that. And they click Parting Shot. So I am going to be at neutral. But like, everything is in range, I believe. Like, Jolteon dies to EQ. Serena dies to Dragon Ascent. Tapu Lele. We just have to worry about this being a speed tie. I have to hope I win the speed tie. Which I'm kind of forced to risk. And I get the speed tie. So Rayquaza kills Tapu Lele. So that in itself just makes damage easier to win. Because that was just a huge offensive threat. He's going to go back out into Incineroar. But now I'm at -1. I don't know if I should Earthquake or Dragon Dance. I'm just gonna at least Earthquake for the damage. It's at around like 45. Clicks Flare Blitz, that's not gonna do much to me. Like, it's gonna do a bit, I mean, but it's like, I'm a Dragon type. I'm Limberry. But to say, there's no way. So I believe we're about to win this 4-0. Rayquaza kills Incineroar. But as long as he stacks off Jolteon, we win. Because even at -1, we kill. Unless it be somehow Shookaberry and leftovers. I didn't think that was going to kill for a second. Rayquaza kills Jolteon. But now all he has left is a Serena, which we might not even kill with, you know, this one, what's it called? With Dragon Ascent, because we're at -1. So if it has any defense at all, it lives, but we have a Mienshao and Cinderace that just comes in and kills. It lived. Triple Axel, yeah, that's just dead for us. So, Serena kills Rayquaza. I just go into Cinderace and I click U-turn. Because I want that one to have a kill. Because it's done... I don't think he did a lot for us week 1 or last week. So at least give me this kill. I always think it's gonna miss when the Libero pops up. Cinderace kills Serena. And I believe that's a 3-0 win. That is a 3-0 win against D Willie. So we are now going to be. So I know we were 0-2 before, but I don't know our differential. So we were 0-2 -3. So now we're 1-2 plus 0. So we just need to keep winning to make this playoff push possible, because 10-week season, these battles matter a lot more compared to like BBR where it's a 12-week season. So we just need to keep making these plays. We just need to play good. This team is definitely usable. I just haven't been playing it the best, but this week showed how good this team possibly can be. So thank you all for watching. Go check out D Willie. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.